Hey, how you doing? Duff here. One of the questions I get on a pretty regular basis is people ask me about my diet. They assume that my diet's very strict, you know, and I guess compared to the average American, it is kind of strict. You know, people that don't care at all about what they eat. But I actually try to practice some moderation. For instance, tonight I had a salad and I'm making myself a wrap using one of these flat out wraps. These things are pretty cool. They're great. I use them all the time. They have different varieties. This is the light spinach variety. It's 90 calories, zero sugar, has fiber, all that kind of fun stuff. Have some hummus I'll be putting in the wrap. Have some kale that I grew out in my garden. Big carrot that I got at the farmer's market. I'll just be chopping up some of that to put in my wrap, and tomato. Sometimes I'll add other things to the wrap as well. Sometimes I'll dump some hemp powder in there, mushrooms, spinach, you know, whatever I can find. If you look at my fridge, it's kind of a mix of things. Look, I actually have some Diet Coke there. I have some beer. I have some orange juice. I do drink Diet Coke usually a couple times a week. On Fridays I cheat and I have pizza. As you can see, right there's pizza. Very unhealthy, but again, I believe moderation is the best way to go. Anything in moderation typically isn't bad. I mean, if you looked at this, you would think that I drink lots of beer. You got that. That's all beer, but believe me, it's been there a long time, so I don't drink all of it. A lot of beer. And here's stuff that I use in my salads. I use this baby kale mix from Organic Girl. It's really, really good stuff. It has baby kale, spinach, and other small greens. It's really good. Sliced almonds, sunflower seeds. Here's some pecans. All goes good in the salad. This is a staple of my lunch. These 100-calorie Breakstone doubles, cottage cheese, and some fruit mix. Almond milk. I've been trying to use that more and more, get away from regular milk. And in my pantry you'll see some other staples. Peanut butter, do a lot of peanut butter. Zone bars, I wouldn't recommend. These are processed, they're not good, but I cheat and I have them. Here's some honey that was bought at a local farmer's market. It's actually mangrove honey, meaning it was made from bees that live in mangroves. It's quite good. I have a tablespoon of that each morning. Honey's one of those miracle foods, actually. It's really quite good for you. Some of the bad things in here, I mean, this is kind of for guests really, but once in a while I'll cheat and I'll have some cereal. I used to have cereal exclusively for breakfast. And Pop-Tarts. This is probably the worst food that I still consume. That is my breakfast during the weekends only. But I do still eat them. Again, I would not recommend them, but it's kind of my one really bad food vice that I still indulge in. I also have a juicer. I have a Breville juicer that I typically try to use it like once a week. I should do it more. Juicing is really, really a good option. It's a way to get very high density nutrients out of food with eliminating the bulk. One of the best juices I'll make is something that has beets, carrots, tomato, kale, spinach. Never tastes that great, but it's doable. And like I said, I try to do that maybe once a week. Also, for the most part, for the last 4 months, I don't know, I lost track, but I've been pretty much I guess a pescatarian. Actually, for most weeks, I'm actually a vegetarian. I'll have no meat whatsoever, and that's basically based on a personal choice. I'm a real animal lover. Hate the idea of consuming animals, and the older I got, the more it's bothered me. So I haven't had really any beef, pork, or chicken, except for a couple very, very isolated cases in the last few months. It wouldn't be bad if I could actually become total vegetarian. Otherwise, that's really pretty much it. My breakfast and my lunches are very, very similar day to day. Every breakfast I have egg beaters, piece of wheat toast with peanut butter, and a small glass of orange juice. Lunch is a peanut butter wrap, except it's a different variety, with blueberries in it, and one of those Breakstone cottage cheese doubles, and a small container of tapioca pudding, and about a pint of almond milk. And then supper is either a wrap. On Fridays it's pizza, and I also have some of those nice frozen meals for one from Trader Joe's. They're relatively healthy, not filled with preservatives, not high in calories. This is one of my favorite, spinach lasagna. But yeah, that about covers it. Like I said, moderation is key, but when I have an option, I will try to make a healthy choice. That's the key. You need to think before you eat. Think about what you're putting in your mouth. And that's it. That's my advice. Duffman out.